What's going on, guys? It's DJ Kuhl, and today I'm going to break down the basics of making a drill beat. So what I'm starting with here is a melody loop. It's part of my email list. If you click the link in the description, you just put your email in there, and it'll just send you this loop plus 4 others. If you want to follow along, you can go do that now. It's completely free, and I send out stuff like every month in terms of like loops and whatnot. So the drums that I'm using, I got them all from Reddit. To be honest, if you just go look up Reddit drill drum kits on Google, the first link that pops up, if it hasn't changed since the time that I did it. I'm just gonna play the drums that I got for you. You just got your kind of standard kind of drill kick, a hat, a chop snare, and then a drill 808. The melody that I chose sounds, something like this. So I'm just gonna start adding stuff to it. So the first thing that I want to do is add the snare. I don't know why I made a pattern too, but the crucial thing about a drill snare is it's not like your trap snare that hits here, it hits here, just hits on the 3 of every time. A drill snare, this second snare gets moved back to hit on the 4, so it's like 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, and so that with the melody sounds like this. So as you can hear, you kind of get that, drill pocket already starting to form. So the next thing I'm going to add is the hi-hat. And I'm just going to do a standard kind of drill pattern. And, this is like the 8th notes of trap or whatever. And it's just this. It's like dut 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 dut. Alright, boom. I could have duplicated that, but, whatever. But we're putting in that work. So that with the snare sounds like this. That kind of sounds, boring, like a trap hi-hat, you gotta add in some rolls or whatnot, or just change something up. So I'm not gonna get crazy into rolls. I'm gonna be making future videos where I take this exact same beat that I'm creating right now, and I'm gonna go into depth on how to make it sound more complex, more pleasing for the listener. So stay tuned for that. But for now, I'm just gonna add like a an extra at here and an extra at here. So I'll skip over to here and I'll sound like this. It's not super unique, but it's not the same stuff over and over again. So now that we got the hats, I'm gonna put in the kick. So you're obviously gonna start with, like, as you do with almost any other genre, with your kick on the 1. And I'll put it on the 1 over here as well. And the unique thing about drill kicks is, most trap kicks will go around somewhere around here. But what a drill kick does is it'll hit right on the 3, right where that snare was supposed to hit if it was a trap beat. So it'll go like boom, boom, clap, or snare, or whatever kind of percussion you decide to use. So I'll play all that together so far. So that's starting to sound like a drill beat, right? But we're missing, one of the most identifying things about drill, and that's the 808 and the 808 slides. So I'm gonna go figure out the key that we're in for the melody, and I'm gonna be right back and do some slides for you guys. Alright, so I got the drill notes in. It's just E flat up to G sharp, and what I want to do is make sure that you come into the sound here, the sound file, whatever you want to call it, and you come into the envelope. And I'd already been practicing for this tutorial, so I already have drawn the envelope. But what you want to do is you turn all these other modifiers down, but turn the hold all the way up, so that way when I play the note in, as soon as I let go, it'll cut off the note, that way, so when you're doing your slides, you don't have everything clashing and getting all muddy. And something else that I like to do sometimes is I don't like my, drill 808s to be super punchy. As you can hear, this one is, it's got a lot of punch. So what I want to do is put on, generic bleeding, and then I move the start time. So it kind of fades in, it kind of slides in. It doesn't hit like super hard, because when I layer it with my kick, I don't want it to, clash with the punch of the kick. That's just a personal preference. Other guys will tell you other things, but it's just the way I like to do it. So now I'm gonna teach you guys how to do some slides. So I got the 808s in lined up with where the kick would hit, and I'm gonna add some more 808s to the front of this one, and I'm gonna put some slides on them. So it will go like wah 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 here. So to do a slide, if you've never done them before in FL, you come up here, you click slide, and then you can draw on the notes. So I want it to go wah wah wah. So we'll go here, here, and then there. So I'll play that. Alright, so we got the slides in. We can do all sorts of different kinds of slides if we really want to. But I'm just gonna keep it basic. I'll maybe spice it up a little over here. Or maybe have a second slide after that. And you know what? I'm just gonna duplicate this for keeping it, simple or simplistic purposes, whatever the hell you want to say. So all that together sounds like this. So, we got all the components of a drill beat, but what really is gonna make it punch and make it hit is the mixing and the mastering. So first thing I like to do when I'm mastering a drill beat is I throw in the soft clipper, because most of the kicks that I work with, like, that is clipping like crazy. So turn on the soft clipper. Here's before, after. As you can hear, it adds a lot more, punch to it. As you can see here, the 808 is also clipping, so I'm gonna turn that way down. I'm gonna turn the kick up a little bit just to give it a little more, punch when it clips. And you won't get this with my melodies for the most part, but if you're ever working with, your own sounds, your own VSTs or other melodies, you might get some low end that will clash with the kick and the 808. So what I do is I just take a parametric EQ. You can do something like this, but my favorite thing to do is I turn on this preset here and just drag this up so it cuts, almost all the bass and sub frequencies out. Alright, so the kick is hitting hard. Maybe we can lower the hi-hats a little bit, but the snare doesn't seem to be, holding its weight in the mix, right? So I'm gonna put on just a slight bit of Blood Overdrive, the distortion plugin that's stock with FL. Just mix that right into there. So that sounded a lot better than what we started with. I'm gonna play it one more time for you guys, and we're just gonna wrap up the video after that. Alright guys, so I taught you how to do your drill snare, your drill hats, drill kick, and the drill 808 with slides, plus mixing and mastering the whole thing at the end. So again, this was really basic, really quick tutorial to kind of get you guys into the world of drill. Again, as I mentioned, if you want to get this loop and get inspired, put your email into the link in the description for my email list, and you'll get this loop and 4 others as soon as you sign up. And I'm going to be continuing this series, right? I'm going to be taking this exact same beat, and I'm going to be making this beat more complex, taking a deeper dive into the hi-hats, to the kicks, to the 808s. So anything else you guys want to request too, I'll add some perks and whatnot. We're gonna make it more exciting than it already is. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you're subscribed, turn the notifications on. Drop a comment and like if you guys learned something or enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.